Anybody? What was the last experiment we did? "44 members already there. What was the last experiment? I have given some assignment also. Did you completed that assignment? Yes or no? I need answer. At least what is the assignment I have given? Any one of you? What is the last assignment I have given? How many of you installed the software? No one, no response. 2 participants raised, 3 participants. How many of you executed the experiments? Only 5 participants raised their hands. 7. Okay, 9, 10, 14 members. I think the last class, almost 47 members having laptops. Only 20 participants have installed the software. Huh? What about remaining students? Only 22. What about remaining students? You have to install the software and see what are the results you are getting. So here we are telling how to use multi-sim software. It's a free version. Not only the version which I've sent, even in Google, if you search multi-sim 14, you'll get it. Okay. So not only installing, you need to execute the programs. That is more important. So what we did last week first, anyone can tell? What is the experiment we did? We have completed 3 experiments. What are the 3 experiments we have completed? My voice is audible. What are the 3 experiments we have completed? If you are like this, meaningless to take the classes also. So we have executed only 3 simple programs. What are the 3 simple experiments we did? One is, first experiment we did is CE amplifier. My screen is visible to you, all of you, what I am writing? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Second experiment we did is FET amplifier. And third experiment we did is RC couple, 2-stage RC couple amplifier. These are the 3 experiments we did. Okay. So first we have seen the FET amplifier, then we have seen the first we have seen the C amplifier, then we have seen the FET amplifier, then we have done 2-stage RC coupled amplifier. Let's go back and we'll see what we did last week, because we are almost today what I have given is that what we are going to execute is feedback amplifiers. So before proceeding to the feedback amplifiers, we will see what we did last week. Why I am bringing that circuit before you is almost the same circuit we are going to use even for feedback amplifier. That is the reason I'm using that uh, feedback 2-stage RC coupled amplifier, multi-stage amplifier. I just want to bring that circuit, multi-stage amplifier, what we did last class, the same circuit we are going to see today. So this is voltage series, See, what is a multi-stage amplifier? We have done last class. This is the two stage. Are you able to see the screen which I have shared? Manual. I'll post the
Yes, ma'am.
new manual in the Code Now platform. Are you able to access Code Now? Because I added all the students. I've uploaded 3 of my videos. Are you able to see the videos? Have you gone through Code Now? Do you have logins?
Yes, ma'am. We
Yesterday,
have logged.
did you log in and you have seen whether Code Now, whatever the videos I have posted, all are accessible to you?
We haven't checked it, ma'am. We will check and retrieve back to you.
Okay, you check it because I posted the 3 experiments, the C amplifier, FET amplifier and multi-stage amplifier. Today I am going to post this manual also. We have made some, whatever the manual we have sent previously, there are some changes we made. You please go through this manual. What are the experiments we are executing in the class? Same circuits I am keeping in this manual. This is the experiment we did last class. It's a RC coupled two-stage amplifier. Okay, this do you remember this is the experiment we did? Why it is called RC coupled? Because these R and C elements are used. What is a multi-stage amplifier? Last class I have given the definition. Multi-stage amplifier consisting of more than one stage. The output of the preceding stage is given as the input for the succeeding stage using different coupling elements. What are the different types of coupling elements we can use in multi-stage amplifiers? We can use RC coupling, we can use transformer coupling, we can use direct coupling. I think in your theory it is clear to you why RC coupled is preferred rather than transformer coupled and direct coupled. Can you give me at least one reason why RC coupled amplifiers are preferred rather than transformer and direct coupling? Have you heard about, I think by this time in theory, this concept is over. What are the types of coupling elements available in multi-stage amplifier? I'm seeing your ma'ams posting what are the lectures they are going to teach. Already you have completed Darlington also. You have come to Darlington. That means almost these topics are covered. So do you heard about what of the coupling elements used? What are the coupling elements used in a multi-stage amplifier? Just now I spoke. You also please, I need response. What are the coupling elements are used in multi-stage amplifier? This is the most important question. Generally, many times this question is asked in university question papers, even in our autonomous papers also. Explain about different types of coupling schemes with the neat sketches. That is the question normally they'll give. What are the different coupling elements? What are the different coupling elements used? So RC coupling, transformer coupling, only two. G naught. What about third coupling scheme? What about third coupling scheme? Direct coupling. But we never use direct coupling because in direct coupling, DC is added to the next stage. It may affect the operating point. That is the reason I told you in any amplifier circuit, what is the most important is operating point. Always you should keep your operating point exactly at the center of DC load line. That's what we discussed in previous classes. I've discussed what is operating point because you have learned all these concepts in EDC. That concept never changes. So for any amplifier circuit, whenever you want to design an amplifier circuit, you should keep in mind what is biasing, what are the resistors, what are the DC values I should see, where I should keep my operating point, whether my operating point is in the active region or not. These are the things we have to keep in our mind. That's most important. So that's what we discussed already last class. I told always the operating point should be exactly at the center of DC load line in order to get faithful amplification. What is amplifier definition? Last class I've given. Anybody? What is amplifier? I've given the clear-cut definition. What is amplifier? Amplifier is a circuit which increases the signal strength without altering the basic properties of the signal. Whatever it may be, whatever the type of amplifier, the definition doesn't change. Whether it is power amplifier, whether it is feedback amplifier, whether it is normal single stage amplifier and multi-stage amplifier, the definition never changes. What is amplifier? It's a circuit which increases the signal strength without altering the basic property. There I have given three waveforms. Whether you remember that one, last class I've shown what is faithful amplification. I've shown the circuit, different diagrams I've drawn and I've shown. Whether you remember or not where it is, I think I've deleted that one, that slide. I think I deleted that one. What is amplifier? Which gives what? Faithful amplification without altering the basic properties of the signal is known as amplifier. That's what we discussed. Today we are going to discuss about feedback amplifier. What is a feedback amplifier? That most important concept. In unit 1, you have second part. That means in your theory I'm talking. The second part is about feedback amplifier. Feedback amplifier. What is meant by feedback? What is meant by feedback? Generally, you'll give feedback at the end of the semester. What is meant by feedback? Based on the output you received, you are going to give some opinion. Whatever lectures you delivered by the faculty, what is the output you receive? Based on the output, you are going to give something back to the this one in the form of a feedback. So now generally in electronic circuits, what is feedback? Feedback is nothing but some portion of the output. Actually, what is a feedback amplifier consisting of? It consisting of three major blocks. One is it has a mixer, it has amplifier, it has sampling network, and it has a feedback network. These things you are going to study. Sample means what type of sample you can take. The sample may be two types. It may be voltage sample or current sample. The mixing may be done in two types. One is series mixing, shunt mixing. So based on these things, there are four types of feedback amplifiers. One is voltage series feedback amplifier. Another one is voltage shunt. Other one is current series. Another one is current shunt. These are the four types of feedback amplifier. So what type of sample you are taking? If you are taking voltage sample, then it is called voltage, and you are doing the mixing in series, then it is called series mixing. So for voltage series feedback amplifier, the connection voltage, whenever you are taking voltage, you should take a parallel, because we know parallel voltages are always same. That is the reason if you are taking the sample, voltage sample, the connection should be represented parallel connection. Parallel connection will give you voltage. And if you are meeting or if you are mixing that whatever the output, what is feedback means? First of all, I want to give the definition of feedback. Portion of the output is connected back to the input. Some portion of the output is connected back to the input. Connected back to the input is called feedback. Portion of the output is connected back. If you take This is amplifier, means it has amplifier circuit. Apart from amplifier, what is there? It consisting of a mixer. So I'm taking some portion of the output. That output is given to the feedback network. From the feedback network, it is mixed with the input. Here I am going to give the input. So there are two types of feedbacks. Feedbacks are of two types. One is positive feedback and another one is negative feedback. So generally negative feedback is used in amplifiers and positive feedback is used in oscillators. So we are going to see these two categories, oscillators we are going to execute, even an amplifiers. Today we'll see what is these two, because in your syllabus voltage series, current shunt feedback amplifiers are there. So we are going to see what is a voltage series feedback amplifier, what is a current shunt feedback amplifier, why those are called voltage series and why that one is called current shunt. What happens, what is the why, already we have amplifier circuits, why we need to execute feedback amplifiers is the other question. So we'll see all these things one by one. But first thing, you have to understand what is meant by feedback. Portion of the output is again connected back to the input using a feedback network. Then that connection is called feedback. Is it clear? What is feedback? Some portion of the output is again connected back to the input. Then it is called feedback. There are two types of feedback. One is positive feedback, another one is negative feedback. What is positive feedback? So if the feedback signal and the input signal, feedback signal and input signal are in phase, then it is called positive feedback. Are in phase. Are in phase means this one and this one having the same phase. So you can add both the signal. Let us consider this is phi f, this is phi I. Okay, so you can add what is the mixer output. Let us consider phi s is equal to phi I plus phi f. If the feedback signal and input signal are in phase with each other, then it is called positive feedback. What is negative feedback? What is negative feedback? If the feedback signal, if the feedback signal and input signal are out of phase with each other, then it is called negative feedback. That means what is my phi s? You should subtract both the signal out of phase. This is positive, means this becomes what? Negative. So what is my phi s? Phi I minus phi f. This is the basic difference between positive feedback and negative feedback. First thing, what is feedback you should understand. A feedback is nothing but portion of the output is again connected back to the input is nothing but feedback. In what way you are connecting? If the feedback signal is in phase with the input signal, then it is called positive feedback. If the feedback signal is out of phase with the input signal, then it is called what? Negative feedback. Then it is called what? Negative feedback. So generally negative feedback is used in amplifiers, positive feedback is used in oscillator in detail. So in unit 1, you have feedback amplifiers. There you are going to derive normally for feedback amplifiers. These are the points, a very, very important point. For feedback amplifiers, AVF, that means gain with the feedback is nothing but AV by AV plus beta. What is AV? Gain of this normal amplifier. What is beta? Feedback network factor. So AV by AV plus beta, what it means with the feedback gain reduces. Here the question is, the gain is reducing, why I should use feedback amplifier? What is the advantage of feedback amplifier? The gain value is reducing, okay, fine. But why I should use feedback amplifier is important. So what are the characteristics of feedback amplifier I should learn? What are the general characteristics of feedback amplifier? Why I should go for feedback amplifier? Normally, feedback amplifiers gives less gain. But last class I told one thing, gain. It's not visible, I think, for you. Gain, bandwidth product should constant. So if gain value is reducing, what about bandwidth increases? So what is the first characteristic? Gain of the feedback amplifier reduces. AVF is equal to AV by 1 plus AV beta. And another thing is bandwidth increases. Bandwidth of the, because gain reducing means obviously bandwidth increases. When you want more bandwidth, generally feedback amplifiers are preferred. And most important thing about feedback amplifiers is distortion can be eliminated. Noise and distortion can be eliminated whenever you doesn't want to amplify noise or distortion. Actually what happens means, suppose a noise signal came here, normal amplifier even amplifies that noise signal also. But what happens in feedback amplifiers? You are not taking directly that signal applied. You are taking the portion of the signal, portion of the amplified signal, and giving again feeding back to the input. By this process, what happens? Distortion and noise can be reduced. That is the main advantage. Why feedback amplifiers are required is in order to reduce the noise or distortion. Generally, feedback amplifiers are required. Okay, do you got the idea? Now I have as the screen is with you, you need to answer some questions. So what is feedback? Any one of you please unmute yourself and what is feedback? Everything is visible to you. What is feedback? You should open your mouth. What is
Portion of
feedback?
output is connected to input, ma'am.
Portion of the output is again connected back to the input. There is nothing but feedback. So what are the basic blocks of feedback amplifier? What are the basic blocks of feedback amplifier?
Mixer, amplifier, sampling network, feedback network.
Mixer. So as I mentioned here, these are the basic things. Okay. So mixer, amplifier, sampling network, and feedback network. Okay. How many types of feedbacks are there? How many types of feedbacks are there?
Namely two, ma'am, positive and negative.
Positive and negative. So which type of feedback is used in amplifiers?
Negative feedback.
Negative feedback. Why negative feedback is used in amplifier? Why can't I positive feedback? Anybody got this doubt? I have given one statement. Generally, negative feedback is used in amplifier. What happens to positive feedback? If I apply positive feedback, what happens? Anybody got this doubt at least? Normally, why should I use negative feedback in amplifiers and positive feedback in amplifiers? I'll clarify this doubt when we are discussing about oscillators. Next class, we are going to discuss about oscillators. I'll explain why positive feedback is used in oscillator, why negative feedback is used in amplifiers. But meanwhile, remember that negative feedback is used in amplifiers. Okay. What is overall gain expression for feedback amplifiers? What is overall gain expression? What is ABF expression? M5. M5 is there. No. P5. P5. They're sleeping, I think. 70. 70.
Ma'am, 17 or 17?
70. 70. Banu
Yes,
Priya.
ma'am. Yes,
What
ma'am.
is overall gain expression, Amma? You are also sleeping. It is available on the screen. At least you should read that expression. My screen is visible to all of you. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, AV by 1 plus AV into beta.
What are you doing? You are sleeping, simply?
No, ma'am.
Who is roll number F1?
Yes, ma'am.
How many types of feedbacks are available, Amma?
2 types, ma'am. Positive and negative.
How many types of feedback amplifiers are there? How many types of feedback amplifiers are there?
Voltage series, current series, and voltage
You
shunting,
are
current
also
shunting.
sleeping, simply.
No, ma'am.
These are the 4 types of feedback amplifiers available. One is voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, current shunt. So, based on what these categories came, these 4 types of amplifiers came. A9. A9 is present. No A9. F8. Pavan.
Ma'am.
Based on what we have classified these 4 types of feedback amplifiers. Voltage series means
Voltage series. Ma'am, is connected with input, ma'am.
how you are connecting?
With a mixture.
Mixer. What type of connection you should give? Series mixing you have to do. So here, this is very, very important. What type of sampling we are taking is very, very important. If you are taking the voltage sample, there are 2 types of samples we can take, either voltage sample or current sample. There are 2 types of mixings you can do. One is series mixing, another one is shunt mixing. If you are taking the voltage sample, the connection here should be, what is the connection? Connection should be parallel connection. If you are doing the mixing in series, so here you are taken voltage sample, you are doing the mixing in series, that's why it is called voltage series. Current series is nothing but you are taking the current sample. Current in series circuits, current remains constant. That's why, so here you should do what type of connection? Series connection you should do. And if you are doing the mixing also in series, then it is called current series. So what are the general characteristics of feedback amplifier? Open question to all. What are the general characteristics of feedback amplifier? All are sleeping. 412, Rohit. 412.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the general characteristics of feedback amplifier? For 25, Rohit.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the general characteristics of feedback amplifiers?
Ma'am, it gives less gain and bandwidth
Yes.
is increased and noise and distortions can be eliminated.
Yes, noise, very good. Noise can be reduced, distortion can be reduced, bandwidth, more bandwidth you are going to get, but you have to compromise with what? Gain, less gain you are going to get. What is the relation between gain, bandwidth, product? What is the relation between gain, bandwidth, product? Open question to all. 20. Rakshit Rao is there. CR, who is CR?
Me.
Those who are not answering, give me the list at the end.
Okay, ma'am.
J8 Manoj.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the relation between gain, bandwidth, product? It is there. Are you able to see the screen?
Feedback amplifier by
I'm
gain
asking
into
the question. Gain, bandwidth, product should be constant always. The gain, bandwidth, product should be what? Constant. That means if gain value increases, bandwidth value should reduce. Okay, these are the important points. Finally, what we discussed till now is a feedback. What is meant by feedback? Portion of the output is again connected back to the input is nothing but feedback. There are 4 major blocks in any feedback amplifier circuit. It has a mixer, it has amplifier, it has sampler, and it feedback network. There are 2 types of feedback. One is positive feedback and another one is negative feedback. What is positive feedback? If the feedback signal and the input signal are in phase, then it is called positive feedback. What is negative feedback? If the feedback signal and input signal are out of phase, then it is called negative feedback. So positive feedback is used in oscillators, negative feedback is used in amplifiers. Is it clear to all of you these points? How many types of feedback amplifiers are there? There are 4 types of feedback amplifiers: voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, and current shunt. Is it clear up to this? What is the overall gain expression? AV by AV plus beta. This is overall gain expression, and the general characteristics of feedback amplifier is amplitude. That means gain reduces but bandwidth increases. Feedback amplifiers are used to get more bandwidth. To eliminate noise and distortion, generally feedback amplifiers are used. These are the points we discussed. Any doubts in these points? Now we are going to execute 2 circuits. As I mentioned earlier, in your syllabus, there is a voltage series and current shunt feedback amplifier circuits are given. So we need to execute these things. Any doubts, whatever the points we discussed till now, any doubts if you are having, please. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Somebody has posted that. What is that? In chat box. Who is that fellow? 401. Huh? Okay. We'll see. We'll execute these two circuits. No doubts, I hope. We'll proceed further. We have less than 1 minute. Please rejoin once again. I'm closing the session. Okay.